Hello and welcome to the Predict podcast. This podcast is going to be every week, once a week, to tell you about what's going on in the football world, have a bit of banter about transfers in between the clubs and anything else that really pops to mind. Today I'm joined by Jack Barrow, who's a co-owner of the Predict franchise. Jack, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you today, Reece?
I'm good, mate, I'm good. So first on the agenda is
Transfers.
So this week has been quite a good week in the Premier League for transfers. Obviously a big few transfers going on. Obviously, Lacazette and Romelu Lukaku are the big two. So what's your thoughts on the price tags of these two players?
I don't really want to talk about the price tags, to be honest. I'm that annoyed about them. I think they're both completely unjustified for a player who, for 2 seasons, couldn't hack it in the French top league. To be asking that much for him is a bit ridiculous. Lukaku, on the other hand, he has done the Premier League. I understand why I paid that much for him. What do you think?
Well, I think Alexander Lacazette is a statement signing from Arsene Wenger. Obviously, at the end of last season, I think if Arsenal didn't win the FA Cup in that final against Chelsea, I think that Arsene Wenger would have been gone. That's my total opinion. I think the fans have been on the board's back for the last 2 years to get their hand in their pocket. They've not really done anything since they signed Ozil and Sanchez. So that's really what they've done. They've had to put their hand in their pocket and get a good, proven striker. I think it's a good bit of business.
But is he better than what they've got?
Well, let's be honest here. Giroud is keeping Lacazette out of the France squad at the moment. So that's one thing that you've got to
Let's be honest, Giroud isn't a top striker to win the Premier League.
I'm going to disagree with you. I think Giroud is a player that does the job. He gets loads of criticism by the fans at Arsenal.
Yeah, but what job does he do? Finishing fourth every season.
He scores goals.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but he's not a striker who's going to get you 30 a season.
True, but he's going to get you plus 10 a season. Plus 10. He's going to get 15.
I know it's a bit off topic, but what's your thoughts on Danny Welbeck?
Because
he hasn't really...
He's too hit and miss and he gets injured a lot.
I know, but his talent's clearly there, so...
How long
do you think he should be given another shot next season?
He's 24, 25 now. He's getting on.
He's getting on. Exactly. How much did he cost them?
15 million.
Cost him a bit of money, so 15 million. Looking back now,
that's generous in today's market. You see, Jordan Ibe went to Bournemouth last season for 15 million.
We'll get on the transfer fees later, but yeah. So Lucas Perez, what does the future hold for him?
Sorry?
What does the future hold for Lucas Perez?
Lucas Perez. That was a pointless signing in my opinion. I think they're just trying to do one over Everton. Everton were really interested in him. But let's be honest here. Arsenal kind of just a panic buy in my opinion.
Fair enough. Walcott. Can he play a striker role?
Walcott's got natural
Where
pace.
is Walcott's position?
He's got natural pace.
Because I know, but so does Usain Bolt. He's not going to score you 20 a season.
True, it's true. But he's had talent since a really young age. I mean, they brought him into Southampton when he was only about 18-year-old. He's been there for a long time. He knows the club. But is it time for him to move on? I don't know.
Let's know. Right. Lukaku, Man United.
You're going to disagree with me saying that. I know many people in the comments are going to be disagreeing with me over this, but I think the price tag for Lukaku is justified.
In today's market, I understand where you're coming from, but it's just a bit.
The boy's been at Everton for 3-4 years and he's broken the goal scoring record there. The boy's been hitting plus 20 every season. It's justified. The boy could be playing at Real Madrid or Barcelona.
How old is he? 24?
24-year-old.
23.
He's hitting his prime. This is his prime. He can push Manchester United towards the title. I'm telling you that right now.
So where do you think Man United should be this season, realistically, with the money?
Well, last season, they should have been up top 4 at least. But this season, it's definite top 4. They're not letting it slip this season. They've got the right manager, they've got some of the right players there.
What do you think, if we can talk about Man United strikers, what do you think the future holds for some of them? The likes of Rashford, can you see them staying at the club?
Rashford's got to be staying at the club, let's be honest here. He's a stalwart, he's been the main man. He was the main man at the end of the season, Louis van Gaal. He's what everyone talked about, even going at the Euros. I thought he had a fantastic Euros, even though he didn't get used enough for England. He came on and made such a difference against Wales in the game. He's won the last minute for Sturridge. I think he's still young. There's no point in letting him go. He's going to be in and about the first team squad, especially with Rooney leaving now.
Yeah, hopefully he'll he should get a bit more game time.
But let's be honest, Ibrahimovic is away as well, so that's a
Yeah.
big boots to replace Lukaku.
Looking at the squad, apart from Lukaku and Rashford, the only other real striker they've got, Martial, and you could argue he's not actually a striker. Do you think they could do with a few more strikers to bring in?
I think they've got to utilise their youth system here. They've got young James Wilson, he's been out on loan.
I know, but he seems like he's been around for about 20 years now. He's still only about 19, remember? He's not that old.
I know, he can be in and about the first team squads. Marcus Rashford, he's only just done his GCSEs. He came in hitting the ground running, so no reason why James Wilson can't replicate the form which is making us talk about him. He's had the form in the Premier League before, he's done it.
Has Depay left yet or not?
Depay is quite I think it's a really good bit of business Man United have done there. He's not been performing for them. They got rid of him for 20 million. They've got a buyout clause.
Yeah.
If they want him back, 25 million.
I know, but the talent he showed at PSV, surely he should have been given more of a chance. That's another thing we'll be talking about later on. Foreign players who come to the country and aren't given a fair chance because the amount of them is unbelievable.
But then you've got the contrasting side to that. There isn't enough English players in the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. But what's like Jordan Ibe? How much did he go for? 16, 15 million at Bournemouth.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but then you look back, you could have got a better player. Jordan Ibe, no offense to the kid, he's average at best.
True.
He's average.
True.
And 15 million for Jordan Ibe is absolutely ridiculous. You could have got a much better foreign player for half the price tag.
Let's be honest. Manchester City spent 100 million on John Stones and Raheem Sterling. Absolutely ridiculous.
But that's just English players for him.
Everton would be rubbing their hands. I'm going to be honest, I watched a good few Everton games last season when John Stones was playing for them, 2 seasons ago, sorry. And some of the mistakes he made was absolutely horrific. You wouldn't see it in the Sunday League football. He loses concentration too much. It's just, he's not. I know he's a ball playing centre back. That's what you need nowadays. Sometimes you just got to wake up.
Definitely. Everton's defence, Phil Jagielka, Ashley Williams, they're getting on. Centre backs are good need as well, couldn't they? But they've got plenty of money. If you think sold Lukaku, obviously,
Michael
but
Keane
they spent it as well. Yeah, Michael Keane, obviously, but
I think you'll be seeing a lot more of Miro Funes Mori this season.
I know, but they've got Williams and Jagielka. They're 2 centre backs last season.
Jagielka is going to be probably in the next few years. I'm saying give him 2 years left. He'll be taking a coaching role at Everton.
2 years?
I'd say 2 years. What is he, 34, 35?
About that, yeah.
I mean,
and Williams is 31, 32.
Nowadays, centre backs have got to have a bit of pace about them, let's be honest. You don't see much centre backs in this league anymore that haven't got pace.
Who would you say actually is the best centre back in the league at the moment?
The best centre back in the league. We've got to look at consistency. We've got to look at the players around them.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the best centre back in the league?
Last season on form?
Last season on form, yeah.
Koscielny. Yeah, he's up there.
I'd got to say Toby Alderweireld. I think.
Oh, good shout. Very good
he's
shout.
been so consistent since he came from Ajax. Obviously, Ajax and Atletico Madrid, there was a big transfer saga about him.
He had a good spell at Southampton.
Southampton, yeah, they had an agreed fee actually in the contract, and they didn't go with it. They sold it to Tottenham for a bit more money.
Moving on from centre backs, there's another Man United lad. 9 million for Adnan Januzaj.
Oh,
what's your thoughts on that?
Terrific. Let's be fair.
Real Sociedad. Come on.
First team squad. He was brilliant. I thought he was fun. He was playing very, very well. Right?
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Louis Van Gaal kind of broke him in a wee bit. David Moyes broke him in. He had a bit more game time under Moyes than Van Gaal, let's be honest. But
yeah,
he just faded, didn't he? He faded near the end of the last season under Van Gaal. At the start of the season, he used him a bit, but he just faded, didn't he? He's a forgotten man now at Man United.
No, definitely.
I think he might be another player. They might put a release clause in for him.
Yeah, there might be one because he's still
that's smart
quite
business,
young.
smart business nowadays. I think that's what teams have got to do. Barcelona do every player. Let's be honest, they just signed Deulofeu back.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Where's Deulofeu going to fit in that team? Where's he going to fit?
I know. I was just about to talk about what is Deulofeu there for? Because I'm not being funny, but Everton, he was alright, but he wasn't anything special. He didn't exactly set the Lord well, did he? He was
They've wanted to
fairly
make
poor.
15 million on him, selling for 20 million in 2 seasons when he put a couple of performances in with Messi
He was
and
at,
doesn't
he
it?
was at AC Milan last season, wasn't he?
AC
And
Milan, he
he
lit
did
it
alright.
up. He was brilliant.
Yeah, he was, but he didn't show it in the Premier League.
He was on and off in the Premier League. His first
He had
season,
spells, yeah.
in the Premier League when he came to Everton, him and Lukaku, when Lukaku first signed, they two were on fire.
Also at
was
Everton,
brilliant.
obviously Everton's got quite a few attacking midfielders now. They've got obviously Costa from Ajax, got Rooney.
Ross Barkley.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Ross Barkley, because for me, and obviously Everton's after Sigurdsson as well for 50 million, which is absolutely ridiculous as well.
That's
Again,
what
but
they're asking for Ross Barkley, 50 million. That's what they want.
yeah,
The
that's what I was
boys
going
not
to
even in
say.
the English team. Consistently in the England team.
If Everton sign Sigurdsson, for me, I can't see a future at Everton for Ross Barkley. They'll have 3 world-class midfielders there if they sign Sigurdsson. Where's Ross Barkley going to fit into that?
Let's be honest here. I think he's fell out with Coleman. That's the problem.
Yeah. He has spells of brilliance and he has spells of being mediocre.
That game against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
They won. But they went
The lad's 23.
He's 23 years old.
Could.
He's got potential. He was
But
touted
needs
as
to
the
show
next
it.
Wayne Rooney, wasn't he? The first
Yeah.
seen.
I think if he stayed at Everton, Wayne Rooney would help him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wayne Rooney will help a lot of players at Everton. Tom Davies as well.
Tom Davies, yeah, very good player. If we can move on to just quickly discuss Scottish football.
Scottish football.
I was having a chat to you about this a few days ago. For some of the listeners who may not really watch Scottish football, what's your argument that Scottish football, because everyone goes on about, oh, it's just boring, it's just Rangers and Celtic and all that. What's your argument towards the fact that it's more than that, and that it's more exciting for the wider fan base to watch?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I went down in January to watch Sunderland versus Burnley in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Yep. I went down there, and it was the most boring game of football I've ever watched in my life. I'm not going to lie to you. It was so slow, and even watching Premier League on the TV, it's so slow. It's all build-up play. It's all possession-based football. In Scotland, really, you need to get that. If you're Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, Hearts, you need that first goal to make sure that you've got your chance of winning the game, because it's end-to-end football in Scotland. Celtic could be dominating the team, possession, pushing them hard, pressing. All they need is one break and the team can score. The opposition can score. But in England, it's different. You need to dominate the play. You'll be knocking on the door for 20 minutes before something really happens. And once see Man City, or Man United, or Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, as soon as you get that first goal, they've run away with it, haven't they? And yeah, so Scottish football, it's more counter-attacking, anyone can win. But English football, as soon as you get that first goal, it's done with. Over and done with. Big team wins.
Yeah, but if that's the case, why is Celtic being dominated for so many years and Rangers have had the odd year here and there?
Well, Celtic have been dominating because obviously Rangers went down the divisions, and
how did that happen?
Well, obviously I'm a Rangers fan. Many of you know that. I run the Rangers Prediction League, and Rangers used between, I think it was 2000 and 2005, used an illegal tax avoidance scheme. It wasn't Rangers, the club, that used it, but it was Rangers owner David Murray who used it. He used it to benefit his businesses, not really benefit the club, but it was a tax avoidance scheme for the players that came in, so it attracted better quality players such as Giovanni Broncos, Frank de Boer, Ronald de Boer, Arthur Newman. Attracted these big quality players, and we got found out about it when they looked in the accounts, when they got transferred over to Craig White, who bought us over from David Murray, and they found millions and millions and millions of pounds of debt, and we couldn't pay it off. It was impossible.
Fair enough. No, I just wasn't sure about the story behind it. So yeah, getting back to Scottish football, Rangers, obviously you support them. How far are they behind Celtic?
Well, if you ask me this, before the European tie that they lost, they slumped out to Progress Niederkorn of Luxembourg 2-0 away leg. We won 1-0 at home, but it's not good enough. They spent 10 million this summer on transfers. Some people are already calling for the manager to go. That's not a good sign, let's be honest here. The boy's been in the job since April. He's won half his games, he's played 12 games, won 6. Let's be honest. He's got to Christmas. He's got to prove himself by Christmas, and he's going to do it.
The lad's He's 46. Pedro is. Can't say his second name.
Pedro Casillas.
We'll just call him Pedro. Yep. I'm not going to try and say that. Just call him Pedro. If you had a look at the teams he's managed, he started managing in 1999. So that would have made him what? If he's 46 now, about 30.
Yep.
He's had some high-profile jobs. He's managed Nacional in Portugal.
I wouldn't class that as a high-profile job.
Would you not? It's in the top division.
I wouldn't class that as a high. Rangers. I'm looking at the teams now. Leria, Nacional, Santos Laguna, and Algarrafa. There is no high-profile jobs there. Let's be honest.
In them countries, yes, though. That is high-profile.
Yes, I'll agree. Mexico, Santos Laguna, one of the biggest teams. Algarrafa, one of the biggest teams in Qatar. Nacional, mid-table. Let's be honest. But Rangers are a big team. 140 plus years of history. 54 titles. Over 110 titles won overall. The most successful club in Europe. Nearly one of the most successful clubs in the world. It's a much
So who would you give
job.
manager?
My personal opinion...
Would you have kept Warburton?
My personal opinion, Warburton, he had to go. Football was too
Why?
negative. I'll be honest with you. Football was very negative football. We're playing a lot more possession-based football than in the Championship. In the Championship, we were dominating every game, but we were getting goals. We weren't getting enough goals. We weren't being clinical in attacking third. Even a few poor signings. And Joe Garner, the transfer fee for Joe Garner was absolutely ridiculous. £1.8 million for a player who'd only scored 10 goals in the Championship last season.
Joe Garner's absolutely dreadful. I don't know how he got arranged.
Let's be honest here, he scored 11 goals for us. And he was a cult hero among the fans because he liked his attacking style of play, his aggression, his fight, his passion. But he wasn't a good enough striker, was he? He just wasn't good enough. He wasn't scoring enough goals, he wasn't being consistent enough in his form. But we could blame this down to Mark Warburton, I'm not going to lie. Mark Warburton plays a 4-3-3, right? 4-3-3. And he was never going to change. He never changed it. And that didn't suit Joe Garner. It didn't suit him.
So who would you have brought in? Right, you sacked Warburton.
Yep.
Who would you bring in?
Eric McInnes.
Really?
Yep. Rangers man.
Would he come to Rangers?
He would. He said in the past, if Rangers offered him the job, it'd be hard to knock it back for himself. That's the biggest job he's ever had.
Do you have any idea why he rejected Sunderland, by the way?
I've got an idea why he rejected Sunderland. New owners came in. He didn't have certainty of a job. New owners were coming in. It was in between ownership. It was getting transferred. The old owners wanted them in. He didn't know if the new owners wanted them in. So that's why I had to reject it. It wasn't settled enough for him. He's got a settled job at Aberdeen. They're not going to let go of him.
Fair enough. So, do you think Pedro will be staying for the full season or not?
Let's wait and see, mate. It's got to be result based at Rangers. If you don't win enough games, you're simply not going to keep the job for long enough.
Fair point. People who's in the Rangers Predictions League, let us know down below whether you'd want to see him stay, and if he goes, who would you like to bring in? Right, let's move back on to English football. And if we can talk about, no, it wasn't on our topic at the beginning, if we can talk about managers in England, at the moment, who would you say is, we've got plenty of good managers, we've got Mourinho, Guardiola, etc, etc. Who would you say is Benitez? Who would you say is the best manager in the Premier League at the moment?
Best manager in the Premier League at the moment? Well,
apart from
you've got to look at form, you've got to look at past history, you've got to look at the amount of titles won. It's got to be Jose Mourinho. He's done it everywhere. He's proven. I know last season at Man United wasn't perfect, but he can do it. I believe they can win the Premier League this season.
I agree. I think if they're not up there challenging for the Premier League, serious questions will be asked about his managerial ability. I know you don't like Rafa Benitez. Obviously Newcastle's one of our biggest predictions leagues. So it might cause a bit of a stir. Can you explain to us why you don't like Rafa?
Well, Rafa, I think it all goes back to when he won Champions League with Liverpool, right? Everyone hailed him as a great manager. But let's be honest, he inherited a squad. Gerrard, Marciano, Alonso. He inherited all the players. So it was kind of a false Champions League win. I know it was a great win for the club. It was a fantastic result, one of the best results in football history. But let's be honest, it wasn't his team.
But he still managed them well.
He managed them, I'll give you that. But look where he went. So where did he go? He went into Milan. He won a title in Inter. It was Jose Mourinho's team, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
He goes to Real Madrid. He failed at Real Madrid. Miserably failed. That's one of the best clubs in the world. If you can't do it at the best club in the world, it's going to be easy to do at Newcastle, isn't it? It wasn't anything unexpected of Newcastle. I reckon I could have went into Newcastle and won the championship.
Last season, I will admit, the football we played wasn't great, but at the end of the day, we won the championship. And so, what do you think for Newcastle next season?
Newcastle next season, I see them surviving comfortably. They've got the backing from Mike Ashley, with the money.
Kind of.
They've got the money there. It's not going to be hard. They shouldn't have been relegated.
You're a fan of Mike Ashley, aren't you?
Well, no, I'm not a fan of Mike Ashley. But
why is that?
Well,
expand on that
point. Honest here. He milked us as a financial cow for many years. He saw the opportunity when Rangers went down to secure the...
He's a businessman, he's going to do that.
He's, in business sense, he's pulled a blinder there, isn't he? But...
Yeah, he did.
He says he's a football man, but is he? Business is first for him, isn't it? So, yeah, he milked us of much money. You know, he stole the kits rights deal, so he was the one producing the kits. And for every kit Rangers sold, for every pound we got 7 pence. 7 pence of every pound into the kit. That's profit, and that's profit. That's out the profit as well. So it's even less than what we should be getting. Now we've got full control over it, and I'm absolutely delighted. It's such a great move for the club, and the kudos are to Dave King and the board for doing that.
Yeah. Getting back to transfers. Perisic, Man United.
I don't see the benefit in that for Manchester United. They've got two fantastic wingers, haven't they? I think they've got
fantastic.
Martial, Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan's proven last season he can play. Martial,
yeah,
I think he's still got time to prove himself. I think he's a fantastic young player. He's strong, he's fast, he's athletic, he scored goals. You just got to give him time.
Definitely. But does he have time?
Oh yeah.
Because like we said earlier,
Mourinho, trust.
Mourinho.
I know Mourinho will try to force him out. He'll try to. If he's not performing, he wants to get rid of him. But it'd be a very, very foolish move by Manchester United. 50 million would be down the drain. But Tony Marshall will score again.
I know, but say if the wingers don't perform next season, Lukaku's going to have little service.
Well, they've got Jesse Lingard there as well, haven't they? So Jesse Lingard, I think, is a great young English
Jesse Lingard really a winger?
He is a winger. He's not fast. He's not electric fast, but he's fast enough.
He's alright. Last season, Perisic played 36 games, completed 203 crosses in 36 games.
That's what Lukaku needs, to be honest. But exactly. I don't see spending 40 million on him. I don't. Where does that price tag come from? Did he just make it up?
11 goals and 8 assists in 38 games isn't.
It's not fantastic. It's a winger. Let's be honest, it's a winger.
He's created 61 chances last season in Serie A.
How many of them were converted? He's got Icardi, Gabriel Barbosa. Icardi's the best player in that league. One of the best players in that league. One of the best strikers.
Who, sorry?
Mauro Icardi.
Icardi. Yeah. Surprised he hasn't come to England, to be honest.
I'm very surprised at that as well. It's another player we need to talk about here. Andrea Belotti.
Who? Belotti, yeah, definitely. Chelsea.
Well, Chelsea are going to have to get rid of Costa if they're going to bring in another world-class striker. Because the formation that Conte plays, it only allows one striker. And it works. So there's no reason for them to change it.
Yeah, definitely. But, Belotti, he's got €100 million. Not sure what that converts into pounds. It's about, I think it's about 90 million, maybe. Release in his contract. Do you think they could pay that?
They could pay it. They won't want to pay it. I don't think they will pay it, but that's football nowadays.
Do you think they should pay it?
I don't think they should pay it. I know he's scored a lot of goals in that league, and he's one of the best players in that league last season. But is he worth that much? Is he a world class striker? Is he a Suarez?
38 goals in 78 games.
That's a great record, isn't it?
You know, yeah, and you have to Torino. Sorry, you have to remember Torino. They're not on the top sides, and
they're not up there. See, I kept a bit of a track in Joe Hart last season. I was quite interested as he went to Torino. I kept a little eye on the results. I'm not trying to be funny, scrolling through the results every week. Belotti is nearly scoring every game.
I know, he's a very good striker. But again, he might take a year to adjust to the Premier League. He's 23. Is he ready for the Premier League?
You never know, mate.
I'll have to wait and see. Never know. You can only find out though, can't you?
It depends what their character is and what their mindset is coming into the Premier League. They're either confident and either backfire or be brilliant for them. You can hit the ground running, get 20 plus goals in the first season, be a superstar. Or you can frizzle away, get a couple of goals here and there, not live up to the price tag. Need to wait and see, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. Diego Costa. Can see him going.
I don't understand why. Why do they want to get rid of a world-class striker in Diego Costa?
He's not in his plans, is he?
I don't understand why, though. He's a fantastic striker.
I know, but the other day, the lad's just won the title. The manager's just won the title.
He's been in two title-winning teams, Diego Costa.
Yeah, I know, but
he's fired them to 2 titles.
If Conte says he doesn't want to play, there must be a reason behind it. He's not just going to get rid of a player like Costa and not have a replacement.
Oh, he's got to have a replacement.
So
he's got to.
There's surely got to be a replacement somewhere.
You've got Michy Batshuayi.
Could he fill the boots?
He's still really young. He's fast. He's strong. I don't see why not.
He can score goals. How much do you think Chelsea could get from Costa?
30 million tops, in my opinion.
30 million tops?
He's getting old. It's all about youth.
That's what I'm going to say.
And developing the player and adding
I can
transfer
understand
value
why they want to get rid of him in a way. He's 20 years. If they sell him and get Belotti, that's an excellent piece of business.
What was that? Cut the transfer fee Belotti down. Say they get 30 million for Costa. Cuts it down to what, 60 million? If you look at it that way, that's a good deal.
Yeah, definitely. If they keep Costa, his value is just going to go down and down.
Yep, I'd agree.
He's at the pinnacle of his career now.
He's at his peak, isn't he?
Yeah. Morata is another name being mentioned. I'm not sure what I feel about Morata, to be honest. I'm not convinced, to be honest. I don't think he's all that, to be honest.
He's not got a proven record, has he? He's not got a proven record like Belotti, Cardi, Costa.
He scores goals, don't get us wrong, but they're after 52 million for him.
52 million? I can understand in this market, if it was a great player, that'd be very cheap. But for a player that isn't that proven, it's been a bit cocky by Real Madrid. Kind of bully teams into paying that amount for him.
It's the same with Swansea though. They've done it with Sigurdsson. They clearly don't want to sell Sigurdsson.
Well, breaking news at this moment. It just came up in my notifications here. There's been a £40 million bid rejected.
For Sigurdsson?
For Sigurdsson from Everton. But as well, he's not went on the tour. He's not went on the tour with Swansea.
Yeah, he didn't go this morning.
He's not went this morning.
Yeah,
he's not went on the US tour. So I can see that happening this week. I can see it happening. Everton beefing up the price to about 50 million. I can see it being accepted.
Yes, Swansea released a statement in the last hour saying Gilfie did not feel in the right frame of mind to travel due to the current uncertainty over his future. I mean, they gave the lad captain last night against Barnet and they got beat 2-0. They got beat 1-0, sorry.
That's a pre-season friend, let's be honest.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they should have enough quality to beat Barnet, let's be honest.
Pre-season.
I don't care if it's pre-season, they still may be beating Barnet.
Anyway, let's move on a bit more European football. We're going to move on to Serie A. New news here, AC Milan are prepared to pay €50 million for Leonardo Bonucci. What's your thoughts on that?
How much?
€50 million plus Mattia De Sliglio. I think that's a great deal for AC Milan. He's going to rot there. He's not going to have European football.
I know, but you have to remember.
It's a great price. Chelsea should be looking at that option.
He's 30.
30-year-old, he's a centre-back. He's got a bit of pace. He knows he's been about the game. He's played with Italy in Euros.
Get 3 seasons out of him.
He's played the Champions League. Champions League player.
Definitely. Aubameyang. Could he go to Chelsea and replace Costa?
I don't see why they wouldn't pay the money for Aubameyang. I really do not know why.
He's the same age as Costa, to be fair.
But he's different. He's different to Costa. He's
different type of player. Yeah, you can
much
get him
different
behind.
to Costa.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a very good deal for Cardiff. Lee Tomlin has joined Cardiff from Bristol City.
Bristol City.
If we can talk about that, Tomlin didn't do much last season, but I'm sure he'll do well at Cardiff. If we can just quickly talk about Chelsea. Last season, he had 37 players out on loan. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, let's look at the different type of players that are out there. We've got Andrews Christensen, Tammy Abraham, Thomas Callas.
Unbelievable.
I think they've got some players in that category that are out on loan that are pretty good players. I think they'd do a job for the Chelsea first team.
Do you think?
I think some of them could. Tammy Abraham, I don't know why they're sending him out on loan again, to be honest with you.
I know. Yeah, wasn't keen on coming to Newcastle, so...
Well, he's at Swansea now, isn't he? So maybe we'll see him light up the Premier League this season. Maybe young player of the year, top goal scorer. Hopefully, anyway.
What I don't get though is they send all these players out on loan, right? And some of them, like Nathan Ake, come back and have a bit of experience in the Premier League. But then, once they've had the experience, they sell them. So what's the point now? Obviously, they're making money off it, but surely the whole purpose of a youth system is to get the players, develop them, and play them in the first team.
Well,
Nathan Ake, 20 million at Bournemouth.
I think that's a sound signing, to be honest.
Don't get us wrong, he's a cracking player, but on the other side of the argument, I completely understand why they've done it. Because every single one of them players they could sell now for a profit.
Yep, that's true. That is very much true. It's a business now. Football's a business now, let's be honest.
Definitely. In Chelsea, although it might not be politically correct, at the end of the day they are making money out of it, and you can't really argue with them for doing that. I think we're coming to the end of our podcast now. Just let us know in the comments if you want to discuss anything or you'd like to appear on next week's show, because we'd love to have you on. Thanks for watching, and this has been the Predict Podcast.